This week on Dumb Pitches, my guest is Courtney Byrd. Plenty of great they're ridiculous ideas, honestly, but I do think a lot of them could work. Maybe you hate small talk when you're walking your dog. Crafted a system for that. People who are bad at giving compliments, an app for that. How wonderful. It's such a great episode. Here we go. Dumb Pitches.
What a bunch of dumb pitches. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to another episode of Dumb Pitches with Monica Nevi. I'm Monica Nevi, your host. This is the show where we talk to successful people about their worst ideas. I'm very excited for our guest today in studio. We know you love in studio. Courtney Byrd is here with me. Hello, Courtney.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for doing it.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited / frazzled.
Stop looking at yourself in the video.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That'll be fine. Okay, we like to start by giving people your good ideas, some credits, so that they know you haven't only had bad ideas.
Oh, jeez.
However, when Courtney sat down earlier, she said, I'll have plenty because I think all of my ideas are bad.
I got a list of bad ideas. I hope you guys are ready.
You're a very funny comedian.
Oh, thank you.
You're also a producer of the Lady Bits show, which I actually really enjoy doing. It's an all-female show.
Yep.
Stand-up. Great. Very well curated.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
At different locations, too, so you can find one near you.
Yep. Tacoma, Seattle, sometimes Spokane when they ask me. It's pretty
I
fun.
think I've done all of them. That's
Heck
good.
Yeah.
You're the co-host of the Pretty Dumb podcast.
Yep. No affiliation. I'm so sorry.
I know. Your other co-host is Richie Armani, who we had on, and we did chastise him for your... and then you're also a business owner. You own your own dog walking business called Biscuit Bitches, which I do think is funny. Yeah, you've had some good ideas, or at least some follow through, you know? That's good. That's important.
It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I'm going to stick it out.
Nice.
Just look at my relationships. Oh my God, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
All right. Okay, well, with that, are you ready to maybe get started with your bad ideas?
All my ideas are bad. Let's freaking do it.
Okay. Think of one. Ready, go.
Have you dabbled with drugs?
Oh, this turned around quickly. No, yes, of course.
Okay. So I didn't...
Not of course, but they know is what I meant. We've talked about this before. Anyways.
Was I supposed to be high for this podcast? So I didn't ever try weed until it was legal. And I started with edibles, but very slowly. And now I've been experimenting just a little bit more. So everyone's like, ooh, microdosing. You should try microdosing. It's so cool. So I did last night. I might still be a little high. I'm so sorry. No one tells you, nowhere on the package does it say you will have a stomach ache for several hours. It's just a thing that everyone who's done mushrooms knows about, but they don't tell the new people like me. Hey, you will have a stomach ache for 3 hours. You don't have to go to the hospital. You're just high and you feel like you're dying.
Did you go to the hospital last night?
No, but I was like, what's happening? And I feel like on these packages, they need to have a thing that's like, how old are you? Maybe this is what you should expect. You're gonna not. Why are people doing mushrooms is what I want to know.
I think the bad idea is just doing mushrooms in general. How did you feel otherwise? We'll get to the stomach issue, but fine.
I felt maybe a little silly, but overall just
really couldn't figure out the other feelings because you're focused on the stomach pain.
Why are people paying to just have a stomach ache?
I've never microdosed. I've only macro-dosed on the old mushrooms. But I did more mushrooms when I was much younger. I haven't done them in years. In fact, but the last time I did them was alone in my apartment in Los Angeles before we even had furniture. So I was just laying on the floor in one of the bedrooms. And I fell asleep and I woke up and I just got really sick. My stomach was just messed up. And so I couldn't tell if it was because they were old, because I'd had them, just someone gave them to me a while ago and was like, oh, I'll just eat these mushrooms. Or if that was just now that's what happens to my stomach. Because when I did them when I was younger, everyone else would be like gonna throw up, like stomach issues for a little bit, and I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if maybe my stomach has just gotten more sensitive to them.
That's
But
what caused
other
your
people,
IBS.
yes, exactly.
It's
the
mushrooms. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
that's-
there's an age limit for things like
I mean,
mushrooms.
yeah, so you put possible side effects. So these came in a package. I've never had
Yeah.
mushrooms in a package. It's always some
It-
dirty plastic
Yeah,
bags.
they were well. So they were in like gummy bear form.
Right.
They were very like it was a package. It was like take 2. If you wanted to feel a little silly, take 4, and just like it was
so it
very
did have
regulated.
some
Yeah.
instructions.
Except for if you're over the age of 30, don't take these. These aren't for you.
Right. You're going to poop, maybe.
Yeah. But I didn't even poop because it
just
wasn't
hurt.
Thursday.
So you waited until today to poop.
Today's my day. I might have to leave very abruptly.
Okay. Well, I'm interested. And that's the first time you had ever done.
Second time. The first time I did mushrooms was for the dose show, which is like
You
the
did
dope
do
show.
it. Yeah.
Except for instead of weed for this comedy show, you do mushrooms.
That was the first time you did mushrooms was for a show?
Yep. Because I was like, all right, that's a pretty cool
You're
story.
Like, I'll take a stage time.
Yes, exactly. All right.
I mean, I was asked to do that show, and I told him, I was like, I don't know. I haven't done mushrooms in so long. I don't know if I really want to do that. So then he gave me some because that's how that works. Well, here, I have some in my pocket.
So next time.
But I didn't try them. I don't. My anxiety and stuff's gotten so bad that I'm afraid of it. However, I had one time we did mushrooms like a week after. This is dark, but I had found out I had skin cancer on my back and it was like malignant. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm in a great mental space to do this, but I did it anyways and it was fine.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, it should be fine, I think. I don't know. But I just feel like you hit a threshold of drug use only if you did a considerable amount of experimenting when you were younger, where
Right.
now I'm not really interested in it that much anymore.
See, I'm the opposite. I was like, I'm not
'Cause
going
you
to do
didn't do it
anything.
before.
I didn't drink till I was 21. I was like, listen,
And you
she's
don't
got
drink now.
plans. No.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got a lot of experimenting to do, and my body's
Yeah.
like, you waited too long.
You
bitch."
you missed the threshold. I had a friend who started doing cocaine when he turned like 50.
I
I was like, what?
mean,
Okay. But yeah, pretty
He's like,
committed
I'm just
to it,
trying to
honestly.
get into shape.
But not in like a, I don't know. Which, yeah, it just doesn't sound good to me anymore.
Okay, well, you have things
Have you
like a
done
family
cocaine?
and a career and stuff, so like good for you.
It's true. I'm like, oh God, I was talking to somebody about how hard it is to be boring. I think people don't give yourself enough credit for like to be boring, to like have a house and a family and a marriage that works and all this stuff is like actually pretty fucking hard. So let's stop shitting on boring people. It's pretty easy to like leave your family and go get hammered. Like that's pretty
Right.
easy. Like
I will say on the other side of that, the biggest potheads I know are moms.
oh, for sure.
I feel like you kind of have to be
Yeah.
just to get through the day with your crazy kids.
Oh yeah, it's a whole. I mean, I'm not. See, I don't even really smoke weed anymore. What a fucking loser. Maybe I should try this microdosing.
Might be a better parent. You never know.
I think he would like me better, probably, but they'd be like, "You're being so chill." Yeah. I'll watch your Pokemon with you or whatever.
I know,
This is
right?
crazy.
Like, Mom loves me so much. This is great. Now there's stars all over my ceiling. This is awesome.
He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in your room looking at the stars again." That's not bad. Well, okay. Maybe moms should be microdosing. Yeah, I'm sure some of them are, at least here in the old Northwest. But,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay, so would you do it again?
I don't know. I've done them twice. Both times my stomach hurts more than I'm like, ooh, this is fun. And I kind of feel like just doing mushrooms is like a prank that people are playing. Like, hey, have you tried mushrooms? Yeah.
Let's tell them, oh, it's really cool.
Right.
And then they'll do it and just get sick.
Did you shit yourself?
Yeah, that happens. That's fine. You gotta do it like 5 times before.
When I did the dose show, I was about to go on stage and I was like, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. And the producer / host, Tyler, was like, did you shit yet? And I was like, No, I didn't know I was supposed to. Like, this is not a thing people tell you, and they need to. We need more transparency.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I think at least the movement is to have
Yes.
more information on the packaging.
Yes. If you're over 35, you're gonna.
Here are different side effects for each age range.
Exactly. That's my stance.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's not a bad.
Okay.
I don't know if waiting until you're in your 30s to experiment with drugs is the best, but you never know.
I had to get brave.
Yeah. All right. Do you got any others? I mean, yes, obviously, but.
They're all bad ideas, I'm telling you. So I'm a dog walker. Thank you, Biscuit Bitch's Dog Walking. Not any affiliation to Biscuit Bitch. Everyone asks me, the restaurant downtown. I have nothing to do with breakfast foods. It's not me.
Just be like, yeah, do you like that place? Well, then.
You bring your dog.
Bring your dog
maybe.
over.
So I am introverted, and I don't like talking to strangers. Small talk is not what I want to be doing. I work with dogs for a reason.
Not a lot of small talk happening with the
Exactly. If there is, it's on my terms. I'm like, I'm here, such a good boy. Look at you go. But people want to talk to me all the time when I'm walking dogs.
dogs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
People are interested in dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, fine. Talk to the dog. I don't need to be a part of this conversation. Like, I don't care if you want to just be weird at the dog, because that's what I want. I don't want to be like, oh my God, you're so cute. And then look at a human and be like, I'm so sorry that you had to witness that.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not as cute.
You're like pretty boring. So I feel like, okay, stay with me. You know how Bloods in the Crips, stay with me. They have like red and blue, and you can identify
tell
them.
who's-
Yes.
okay, yeah.
So I feel like maybe we have like yellow bandanas or something, and it's like, yo, you can talk to my dog, but don't talk to me.
Got it.
Just like this
Like
is what's up.
introvert and extrovert gang war. Is that what we're
Yes.
starting now?
Yes,
Yeah.
but only for dog people and lovers. Because I
Okay.
want to, like, every dog I see, I want to say hello and scratch them and just let them know that I love them and I'm here for them if they need me. But a lot of people, I think, are also like me. And they're like, I don't want to make eye contact with this crazy person. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
interact. So, yeah, if there was a way to just identify, yes, you can talk to my dog, but you don't have to talk to me.
Right. So, I mean, all I'm thinking of is those like little vests that they wear if they're working. You
Yeah.
know, those dogs.
Yep.
And it says, don't fucking touch me. I'm on my job.
Yeah, I'm a working bitch.
Yeah. If it's just something, a vest like that, but it just says like, don't fucking talk to me.
Right. But that I have to wear.
You wear it, yeah. Talk to the dog.
Yep. Or like a different colored leash, or like a thing that you can wrap on the leash, like a little bow, like a yellow ribbon round a tree means something. You know how it goes.
Yeah, this feels a lot like swingers or something, you know, like you're like can identify who's into
I'm
it.
not
which-
trying to fuck dogs, okay? I just want to put that out there. I only want to pet them.
If I'm wearing yellow, don't talk to me. Only talk to the dog. If I'm wearing purple, we can fuck. If you're
You bring your dog, I'll bring mine. We'll see what happens.
if you were to date someone, they'd have to be a dog person, yeah.
Not necessarily. Why are you a cat person?
No, I fucking hate cats, but
You hate cats. Okay.
I don't. Sorry, it was a little aggressive. I don't. Just not a big fan. But of course, cats love me for some reason.
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
because
like,
you don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, we have the same temperament.
Yep.
Cats and I.
That's the same here. And that's why children like me, because I'm like, no, and they're like, huh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it does work to your advantage if you're like trying to kidnap or something. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So, but I like that because I actually really don't like small talk either.
Yeah.
Not necessarily when I have a dog, because I don't have a dog, but just in general. Especially, yeah, you could like wear the vest, I mean, I'm sure you could just print that on a t-shirt, but everybody'd be like, that's weird. But,
I know.
you know, if there was more of a, more
Just
of
a
a
marker.
known.
I'm just gonna tie a ribbon on this leash, and it says,
Oh, that's
"This
good.
dog loves people Owner, not so much. Feel
Yes.
free to say hi to the dog. You don't even need to
But
make eye
that's good
contact
too,
with me.
because some people aren't good at being like, is it okay if I pet your dog? And then the dog doesn't
Exactly.
fucking like to be touched. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
you
So
know.
different colors for different things.
Different
Red means don't talk to either of us. Yellow means
Talk to
dog
the
okay.
owner.
Person meh. Green means hey, we're crazy and we like
chatty
people.
group.
Right.
That's not too bad.
Okay.
That's pretty good. What were those? How old are you? Sorry.
37.
Okay, so you're in the same. You're gonna know. Did you ever go to the stoplight party?
No, I didn't get invited to many parties.
Well, I don't think we were ever like, hey, all of our friends are gonna do this. It was more of like a singles dating thing. So if you, depending on what you were wearing, was your status,
Oh,
right? So
right,
red
yeah.
was that you were in a relationship and monogamous, I guess. Yellow was like it's complicated or whatever, or I can maybe still be open. And then green was like ready for mingling, ready for fucking.
Okay.
So that's a good. Why didn't anybody ever think to do it with dogs?
Well, we're doing it
I think
now.
it's a great idea.
Yes.
You're gonna be the only one to start, but still. So you would have. Well, I guess it would depend on what dog you were walking then. So you would need all three. Well, not all three. Probably just the two. It's never gonna be green.
Yeah, that's very true.
The yellow and the red, just in case.
Just swap them out. Okay. We're
Okay,
onto
I think
something.
we're starting it now. That's not the worst,
Yes.
but I think the basis of it does come from a silly idea. Is that please stop fucking talking to me? Oh man, I feel like on planes is the worst for me. Like people sitting next to you.
Just the sexual tension, you mean? Like, oh my God, are
I
we
am
gonna
wearing
fuck?
red.
Oh my God.
Married. No, they want to talk. I don't want to fucking talk.
Oh.
Sometimes I do.
Do you
know,
not have
depends.
big enough headphones?
I do have headphones. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I've just been not listening to anything on planes.
You don't have to
I'll
listen to
read.
anything. I
don't
just
know.
bought earplugs just for the sole purpose of like, hey, I'm by myself in my head.
I have a weird. We were talking about this last night. Part of my anxiety is that I need to know what's going on at all times. So people are like, do you sleep with an eye mask? Or like, no, because I'll wake up and be like, what can I not see? What can I not hear? And like sometimes I wake up if I have earplugs in, which I've only tried like twice. And I think I can't breathe. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, am I underwater?
Just breathing
I
through
don't-
your ears.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what the deal is. So I don't know why I haven't been wearing headphones. But yeah, even then people just start.
Maybe
Fucking
you
when I'm
just have-
running, sometimes people will just start talking to me and I clearly have headphones in and I'm running. It's not like, what about this says like, let's stop and
You're like,
chat.
I'm in training
Got places
to
to go.
get away from people like you.
Yeah, whenever there's small talk, I'm on a run. Okay, I need to be in shape to continue to do that.
Maybe you have too friendly of a resting face.
I don't
'cause
think that's it. But
not many people talk to me. They're like, ugh.
that's good.
I have like pit bull face. They're like,
I do feel a little bit of a pressure to smile at people, so maybe that's it. I don't know why.
yeah,
don't
I
want-
get that.
As a white lady, which is what I've turned into, right? I think people can be a little like, oh, what is she gonna be like, or is this, am I safe here, kind of thing. And so I
Right.
want to be like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna be weird about anything. I don't care, which is overcompensating, I'm sure, but still.
Instead of having a pet or your child on your screen, it's just like a group of black people. You're like, these
They're
are,
like,
I'm cool with the
"Is it
everybody.
okay?" Yeah, I think about it often, but why? I don't know. I just don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Yep.
Ever.
But then
So a lot of it becomes
your
like, I'll
smile
just-
probably makes them uncomfortable.
I know. And for how many times I've gotten so irritated at old men being like, you should smile more. And then part of me, like when I do smile at people, I'm like, don't do that. That's what they want you to do. God.
I mean, if someone says you should smile more, then I just do a really ugly smile. Like, you're right. Thank you. Just make them regret it.
Yeah. I feel like there's a few stand-up jokes about how insane you would look if you did smile all the time. Like, what are you
Yes.
hiding? Yeah.
Yes. You're crazy.
So it would eliminate more questions as to, should I stop and talk to this person?
Right.
Clearly not. They're wearing red. Their dog's wearing red or whatever.
Mm.
Get out of here.
I mean, I smiled at a dude yesterday who was very attractive, and then he just made eye contact and looked away, and I was like, okay.
It is confusing in the Northwest, though, to be honest. I think it makes people uncomfortable sometimes just because we're not used to it. And then I'll go work in the South, and like everyone's smiling at me, and I was like, do you have a question? Why do you keep... Oh, that's just what you look like. Okay. I'm confused.
Did you need me?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Like I'm leaning in, like, yeah. Okay. Do you have one more?
Yes. So I have a lot of male friends because I'm in comedy and
bragging.
I didn't say boyfriends. I get a lot of, okay, so you know how our phones are listening to us all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to use that to our advantage. And when someone says like a backhanded compliment and they don't realize it's a backhanded compliment, their phone can just send them a nice little buzz message that says, hey, you kind of sound like an asshole. You just so you know, you could say that a little better.
Looks like that one. That's good.
Like Richie will be like, oh my God, that's actually like a really good idea. And I'm like, thank you. Yes, like you didn't have to say that part, so you could just get a message. It's just like, hey, cross that out. Like, here's a better way to say, good idea, Courtney.
Yeah.
Maybe like, good idea, Courtney. Instead of being shocked that I'm a smart person.
Yeah, or just take that word out of there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We've had a lot of ideas for remembering people's names for some reason, that your phone would remember your name.
Oh, okay.
But this is good. This is like, what kind of alert would that be? I don't know. I'm trying to, because you get the amber alert and the silver alert and those, so apparently it needs to be a color, but
asshole alert.
Yeah. Brown alert. I don't know.
No, that's me in 20 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Anyways.
You can cut that out.
No, that part's fine. I was gonna say something I don't want to.
But yeah, my ex would say things too. Like he's not great at giving compliments, but he'd be like, actually, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. It's just like, that was his way of saying good idea, but he couldn't actually say the good part. He'd be like, that isn't the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, this feels like the environment you're in sometimes is contributing to how you feel about yourself. If everybody watching or listening now could go to Courtney's Instagram at Courtney Biscuit and just find a post and say, good idea, Courtney. Yes. That's it. Just comment, God. Good idea, Courtney.
Am I about to get self-esteem? Oh my God, I don't think I can handle it.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. I like that. Okay, so it pops up. And even, I'm sure with the fellas that we're discussing here, they don't know. Like, you don't even really think about it when you're saying it. And, you know, because we've all seen men go, what? Like, they really don't get it. You're like, seriously? But so that would be helpful, because then we don't have to say it, like, as the person who's like, hey, I'm kind of annoyed that you said like that. You're afraid of being like, am I sounding bitchy, or am I not being like, am I whatever we're supposed to not be? So then if the phone did it, you're like, well, I didn't say anything.
I don't have to bring up this awkward conversation or potentially put myself in harm's way because I'm a little lady.
Yes, that is true. You don't want disgruntled. They could just break their phones or whatever they need to do.
Or they could even show me like, oh, I just got this weird text, and then I'd be like,
do you
oh
think
my
this
God,
is right? And
crazy.
I'd be like, oh, I mean, I could see how they heard
maybe
that,
like
but
try it. Just like, what does it say? They're just
let's
like,
see. Yeah, you try it that way, and then I'll tell you how I feel. Oh, that was better actually. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because like my female friends have no problem just being like, oh my God, that's the best idea. You are so smart. Yeah. You're beautiful. You're amazing. But my guy friends are like, wow, I'm so surprised that you thought of this. What?
I think women are used to having to do that for themselves. So they're like, I need to do it for all women. We need to not get upset. Something, I mean, comedy in general, they know a little bit, but it's dramatic. It's political a bit within the scene, and there's fights and drama and all this stuff going on. And I've had some of my manager will reach out to me and be like, do you think we should have a meeting with all the female comics so they don't quit? I'm like, maybe. Fuck.
Let the weak ones quit.
I'm like, no, we need to figure out how to get the guys to quit. That's what we need to do. No, but that, I mean, that, you know, so maybe you're just better at at least valuing the self-talk. I know plenty of guys who you're like, you should talk nicer to yourself so that you're a little less insufferable. Like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah. So that's okay. So then maybe they could do that. That could be a mode too, you know, just the things that they're saying to themselves too. You could be like, hey, this would be a better way.
But does that mean that they would have to be talking out loud to themselves? Because I feel like maybe the phone would just dial 911 in that case. Oh, he's crazy.
Oh, goodness. Maybe. Or, I mean, guys are good at that. Talking, like, come on, man. That's self-talk. Maybe it's in your brain. I don't know. Or not. You seem concerned by that. You think your phone's not already in your brain?
Oh, fuck.
Where do you sleep with it?
Oh, I sleep right next to my pillow.
Just crawling in there.
No, you're right.
Sorry.
Listen, this isn't about the men, okay? This
That's
is
true,
about me specifically.
You're like,
no,
I
will benefit.
Talk to in a specific way. Okay. Well, yeah. I like that one a lot, actually. That's not bad. I'm sure there are logistics to it and creating that we're not here to think about. This is just an idea. We're the idea machine.
Yes.
If you are interested, you make it and give us 20% of the profits.
35.
She's good.
I mean, we are women, so.
Good idea, Courtney.
Thank you. Did I do it? Did I win?
Did you win? Yes. Well, how would you? Anyway. Well, we'll see. We do, at the end of the year, we do the dummies, which is awards for, there's different categories.
Oh.
But then there's also a that could work award.
You bring
So
on a professional app maker, and they're like, "This is the one we choose."
Let's see. Well, there you go. And then you are rewarded with its creation. Yeah. No.
And $0.
For sure. Yeah. Which is what podcasting is all about.
Don't I know it?
No money.
I mean, you have a producer. Jeez.
Yes, I make even less.
I do everything, which is why the podcast has not come out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, we've done that a few times. It's all good. Look, stuff comes up.
I like mushrooms and me just getting distracted.
You know, if you're never consistent, then they can't be disappointed.
Exactly. I like each episode to be a surprise. Like, ooh, what?
It's exciting. There is a couple of podcasts that I at least used to listen to, and then every once in a while they'll pop back up and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta listen to that.
Exactly.
It's great. Call Chelsea Peretti is the one I was thinking of. They're hilarious.
She's not listening to this.
She's not. No. My wish. But
what would you say to Chelsea right now if she were listening?
Thank you for listening, and you're welcome here anytime.
Come to the U District in Seattle.
Big fan. She did they're releasing a movie that she wrote and directed, I think. Anyways, they're busy, you know?
Yep, just like us.
Yep, just
women
like
in comedy. What can you do?
Doing mushrooms on accident or whatever. Not accident, but. Okay, well, you know what? Fairly impressed, to be honest. Those were pretty good. Fun.
I feel like you should get a text for that. You could have said that better, Monica.
That's true. The theme of the show is bad ideas, so these ones weren't that bad. Although ridiculous, but so it works.
I'll take it.
It works. Where can people find you? What do you got coming up? Where
I'll be at Laughs Comedy Club, which is like 2 blocks away from where we are right now. If you're standing outside,
come kill us. I'm just kidding.
This weekend I'm hosting for Dwayne Perkins.
Nice, he's great.
And then my next Lady Bits show is at Tacoma Comedy Club on June 3rd.
Sweet.
It's gonna be a fun show. So, yeah, you can follow me at Courtney Biscuit on Instagram, at the Lady Bits Show for that show, and my pod. I have so many stupid Instagrams. You don't have to follow me at all. It's fine.
Might as well. I don't know.
Pretty Dumb Podcast that comes out whenever I freaking feel like it, okay? So get off my back.
That's perfect. Okay. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, do all that stuff. We have YouTube memberships, which is very worth it. Cheap, reasonable reasonable prices. You get behind the scenes stuff, my stand-up, like longer sets of my stand-up. These episodes come out early for the members, stuff like that. It's worth it. You should do it. And if you're listening to us, then rate, review, those things. It's helpful. I'm not good at this part. Anyways, thank you for being here. Right now, you can just keep watching Dumb Pitches.
You're weird.
Yes.